Turning 60 and beyond isn't the end of the road. It's a whole new chapter. It's like standing on a hilltop, looking back at everything you've been through, and gently asking, what now? This isn't the time to dwell on what you haven't done. It's a time to celebrate how far you've come, and to ask yourself how you want to live the rest of your story. Viktor Frankl once said that meaning in life doesn't come from success. It comes from purpose. And at this age, your life is full of meaning. From all the little moments, all the lessons, all the strength you've gathered. Psychologist Erik Erikson described this phase as a search for integrity. Looking back, not with regret, but with peace. Not to find perfection, but to find pride in your journey. You've lived, you've felt, and now, you have the wisdom to shape your future with clarity and care. Here's the beautiful truth. It's never too late to start something new. Science tells us our brains can still grow and adapt. So if there's a dream still whispering to you, listen. You're not too old. You're just on time. Focus on what you can control. Your mindset, your time, the people you surround yourself with. These little choices shape your joy. And remember, your legacy isn't measured in trophies or titles. It's in the lives you touch, the kindness you show, the values you pass down. And one last thing. Gratitude changes everything. Start each day by noticing what's still good. The sun, the laughter, the peace of a quiet moment. Because when you live with gratitude, you stop counting years and start counting blessings. You're not at the end. You're just beginning again. Write your next chapter with heart. Turning 60 isn't the end of the adventure. It might just be the beginning of your best chapter yet. You've earned the time, the space, and the freedom to do what you love. So why not try something new? Or maybe return to something that once brought you joy. There's real power in hobbies. They're not just ways to pass the time. They reconnect you with happiness, curiosity, and creativity. Whether it's painting, gardening, cooking, or playing music, these moments matter. Psychologists call it flow. That feeling when time disappears and you're fully immersed. It lowers stress, lifts your mood, and even supports brain health. So yes, your hobbies are therapy too. And what about those passions you left behind? That guitar gathering dust? The stories you used to write? Now's the perfect time to pick them up again. It's not just about nostalgia. It's about reconnecting with who you are. Or maybe it's time for something brand new. Science says your brain is still growing even now. So go ahead, learn that instrument, try that cooking class, explore photography. It's not about being perfect. It's about being curious. And the best part? You don't have to do it alone. Hobbies bring people together. A painting group, a book club, a walking circle. Suddenly joy becomes connection. Even simple things like gardening can bring deep calm, like meditation but with flowers. It's your time, your pace, your peace. Scene. Someone looking content, closing a journal or finishing a puzzle. After years of giving to others, this is your moment to give something back to yourself. To explore, to play, to rediscover. It's not too late. It's right on time. So whether it's something old or something new, go on. Pick it up. Dive in and let joy find you again. Because after 60, life isn't slowing down, it's opening up. This is your time. Explore it. Turning 60 doesn't mean turning inward. It's a new season. One where connection matters more than ever. Because having someone to talk to, laugh with, and share life with, that's what keeps the heart full and the mind sharp. Research shows that strong social bonds boost our health, increase life expectancy, and reduce stress. Friendship, belonging, and purpose, these are essentials, not extras. And conversations? They've grown deeper now. It's not just small talk. It's about life stories, wisdom, and really being there for each other. When we share what we've learned, we give others a gift. And we remind ourselves that we still have so much to offer. Community isn't just about who you know. It's about being part of something bigger. A walking group, a book club, a volunteer project. These aren't just pastimes, they're lifelines. Yes, old friendships are worth holding on to, but new friendships? They can light up your days in ways you didn't expect. Even a simple hello can be the start of something beautiful. And don't let tech scare you off. It's your bridge to the world. Video chats, group texts, online communities, they keep you close to those you love, near or far. Connection isn't just about talking. It's about listening, being present, and leading with empathy, especially across generations. Social connection isn't just fun. It's healing. It boosts your immune system, your memory, your mood. So go on, reach out, reignite old bonds, create new ones, because you still have stories to tell, and people who need to hear them. Life after 60 is richer when shared. So keep talking, keep listening, and keep connecting, because community isn't just where you live. It's who you choose to share your heart with. Stay connected, stay inspired. Your story isn't over, it's just getting deeper. Turning 60 is not the end of the road. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. It's a time to reflect, relax, and most importantly, focus on what matters most. Your health, both physical and mental. But how do you do that in a way that feels good? Let's dive in and explore why taking care of yourself is more important than ever. First things first, let's talk about physical health. As we age, our bodies naturally change. Muscles can weaken, bones can lose density, and flexibility may decrease. But that doesn't mean you can't stay active. In fact, staying active is one of the best things you can do for your body. According to research, just 30 minutes of moderate activity a day can make a huge difference. Walking, stretching, swimming, or even light dancing. It's all about keeping your body moving. And no, it's not about becoming a marathon runner. It's about staying limber, feeling energized, and reducing the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease or arthritis. And let's not forget about what we put into our bodies. A well-balanced diet packed with fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats is key to maintaining energy and supporting your immune system. It's never too late to eat better. Small changes like swapping processed snacks for fruits or adding more leafy greens to your meals can have a big impact on how you feel day to day. But physical health isn't the only thing we need to focus on. Our mental health is just as important, if not more so. As we age, it's common to face new challenges. Maybe it's retirement, a change in your living situation, or even just the feeling that time is flying by. And that's okay. It's all part of the journey. Psychologically, maintaining a positive mindset is crucial. Studies show that people who stay mentally active, engage in hobbies, or even practice mindfulness report lower levels of stress and anxiety. You don't have to be a meditation expert. Just taking a few moments each day to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and focus on the present can help reduce the clutter in your mind. And let's not underestimate the power of connection. Social interactions, whether it's a chat with a neighbor, a coffee with a friend, or joining a community group, can help combat feelings of loneliness and isolation. The power of good conversation, laughter, and shared experiences is something that supports mental health in ways we sometimes overlook. Engaging in hobbies and learning new things is another fantastic way to keep your mind sharp. Whether it's painting, playing an instrument, learning a language, or even solving puzzles, the brain thrives on novelty. The more you challenge yourself, the better you'll feel mentally. Plus, having something to look forward to each day adds purpose and joy to your life. And then there's stress. Let's face it, life can be stressful at any age. But as we grow older, the way we handle stress becomes even more important. Finding ways to relax, whether it's through meditation, breathing exercises, or simply spending time in nature, can help lower your stress levels. Taking the time to unwind is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Remember, health is a balance. It's about finding what works for you. You don't need to go to the gym for hours or follow the latest trends. What matters most is that you're moving, eating right, and caring for your mental well-being. Small, consistent actions every day can lead to big changes over time. Life after 60 can be a time of peace, growth, and vitality. It's not about holding on to the past. It's about embracing the present and taking charge of your health in ways that feel good to you. Whether you're prioritizing physical activity, focusing on your mental well-being, or nurturing your relationships, every step you take is a step toward a healthier, happier you. So, let's embrace the journey ahead. Take care of your body, take care of your mind, and most importantly, take care of yourself. You've earned it. They say wisdom comes with age, and it's true. After 60, life is no longer about racing to the finish line. It's about looking back, smiling at the mess, the magic, the wins, the losses, and asking, what have I really learned? Every wrinkle holds a story, every scar a lesson. And if you think about it, who better to teach us about life than someone who's actually lived it? Psychologists agree, as we get older, we develop something called crystallized intelligence. That's a fancy way of saying Your life experience becomes your superpower. You've seen trends come and go. You've watched people change, including yourself. You've faced hard days and still woke up the next morning. That's not just survival, that's growth. Book like The Gift of Years by Joan Chittister remind us that aging isn't about decline. It's about depth. It's about finally having the time and space to make sense of the things that used to confuse us. Regret turns into understanding. Loss becomes perspective. Mistakes become teachers. Learning from your life doesn't mean living in the past. It means honoring it, pulling out the gems hidden in everyday moments. The lessons from love, failure, forgiveness, even boredom. Because all of it shaped you. There's a deep psychological need in later life for meaning. And sharing our stories is one of the most healing things we can do, not just for others but for ourselves. When you tell your story, you see how far you've come. And trust me, you've come a long way. So take time to reflect. What were your turning points? What moments made you stronger, softer, wiser? What would the younger version of you be proud of today? In psychology, this process is called life review. It helps us find meaning and peace. It's not about reliving the pain. It's about recognizing the power in your own narrative. And maybe the most beautiful part? You're still learning, still growing, still evolving. You don't have to know it all. You just have to be open to the idea that every day, even now, life still has something to teach you. So here's to the lessons that shaped you, and the ones still waiting ahead. Because even after 60, the story isn't over. It's just getting deeper and more meaningful than ever. Your life, your lessons, your legacy. So you've reached 60. Maybe you're retired, or maybe you've just started slowing down a little. The house feels quieter. The schedule isn't so packed. And for the first time in years, you ask yourself, now what? This is a question many people face after 60. And guess what? It's a good one, because it means you're still curious, still awake to life, still open to meaning. Psychologists like Viktor Frankl, author of Man's Search for Meaning, believe that having a purpose is essential to our mental health, not just in youth, not just during our careers, but especially as we age. After all, purpose doesn't have to be grand. It's not just about big dreams or world-changing projects. Sometimes, it's as simple as asking, who can I help today? What can I share from my experience? What still brings me joy? Books like Ikigai, which explores the secrets of long life in Okinawa, remind us that a meaningful life often comes from small, consistent things. Waking up with a reason, being useful to someone, feeling connected. And here's the cool part. Science shows that when older adults engage in purposeful activities, volunteering, mentoring, caregiving, their risk of depression drops, their cognitive health improves, even their immune systems get stronger. Purpose isn't just nice to have, it's good medicine. But maybe your old purpose doesn't fit anymore. That's okay. This chapter is about rediscovery, about asking what else could I offer, and what else could I become. Maybe you're the voice of calm in someone's storm. Maybe you're the person who brings laughter to the room. Or maybe you're the quiet strength someone else is leaning on. That matters, more than you think. In her book, The Gift of Years, Joan Chittister writes, "Purpose is the reason we get up in the morning. Without it, even the good things in life can feel hollow." So whether your purpose now is to plant a garden, raise your grandkids, write your memoir, or just be a light to those around you, it's real. And it's enough. Because life after 60 isn't about fading away. It's about shining differently, with wisdom, with depth, with heart. So here's to you, still growing, still giving, still full of purpose. It's never too late to make a difference. Starting with you. Let's be real for a second, change is not always easy, especially when you've built a life filled with routines, habits, and things that feel familiar. Then suddenly, bam, everything's shifting. Your body, your relationships, your role in the family. Even the apps on your phone update faster than your coffee can brew. But here's the truth. Change doesn't mean something's wrong. It means something's moving, and where there's movement, there's still life. Psychologists have a name for this ability to bend without breaking. It's called psychological flexibility. And it turns out, it's one of the most important skills for staying mentally and emotionally healthy as we get older. Books like Aging Well by Dr. George Valiant, based on the famous Harvard study of adult development, show that people who age with grace and joy are the ones who adapt. Not just physically, but emotionally. They allow themselves to grow in ways they didn't expect. They don't say, "I'm too old for that." They say, "Why not give it a try?" Adaptation doesn't mean giving up who you are. It means learning how to stay yourself in a world that keeps changing. Your children might need you in new ways now. Maybe your body says, hey, we're not doing stairs like we used to. Maybe you've had to say goodbye to people, places, or even dreams. That's real. That's hard. But it's also human. And let's not forget, you've done this before. You adapted when you became a parent. When you lost your job. When life threw curveballs you didn't see coming. So guess what? You already know how to do this. This is just another version of growth. Maybe a quieter, softer one, but no less important. And sometimes, the smallest adaptations bring the biggest joys. Learning how to ask for help. Saying yes to new friendships. Letting yourself slow down without feeling guilty. In her book, The Gift of Years, Joan Chittister writes that aging is not about what we've lost. It's about what we've learned to live without, and what we've finally made peace with. You see, change will always come, but adaptation? That's your choice, your power. And here's the magic. The more we accept change, the more alive we feel, because we stop resisting life, and start dancing with it. So here's to you. Still learning, still laughing, still adjusting the sails. Because even when the winds of life shift, you know how to move with them, still growing, still strong, still becoming.